How does the Ram 1500 compare to the Toyota Tundra? The previous generation Tundra was made from 2014 through 2021, and it was completely redesigned for 2022. And this Ram was completely new for the 2018 model year. I've been a longtime Tundra owner for their quality and reliability, but driving this 2023 Ram Limited was eye-opening. Take a look at how this Ram compares to both the previous and current generation Tundra, and stick around to see what I think of this gorgeous Ram Limited and to see if I would consider switching over from Toyota. If you enjoy automotive content and find this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Ram does an excellent job with their high-level interiors, and this Limited is beautiful inside. The steering wheel is wrapped in a soft, supple leather which feels luxurious and very high quality. The perforated leather seats are soft and they have plenty of adjustments, and the ventilation works really well. The panoramic moonroof makes the inside feel airy and spacious, especially from the back seat, and it doesn't take away any headroom like the panoramic moonroof in the latest generation Tundra does. The entire interior feels premium and high quality and looks upscale but rugged at the same time. Rear seats have heat and ventilation for the outboard seats and are spacious for tall passengers, and being that it's a pickup truck, there's plenty of width in the back to fit 3 passengers across. The small window in the rear opens from the touch of a button from the front and provides great cross ventilation when other windows are cracked. Cabin noise is extremely muted at all speeds, with very little wind or tire noise. The Hemi engine is very quiet, which makes it incredibly easy to forget how fast you're going, but you still hear a little bit of exhaust noise when accelerating. The quiet cabin makes you feel even more like you're driving a premium car. The center screen is very clear and easy to use, and it gives the interior a modern, up-to-date feel. This is obviously much better than the previous generation Tundra, but about the same as the new generation. The Alpine stereo system on this truck has a clear, high-quality sound, even at high volumes. This is quite a bit better than the upgraded JBL system offered by Toyota. This truck didn't come equipped with the surround view camera system, but judging by the quality of the single backup camera, they would be very clear and high quality. In addition to the camera system, you'll need to pay extra for the top-level Harman Kardon stereo, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, park sense, and a spray-in bedliner. All available safety features come standard on all Tundra trim levels, and they have since 2018, which is a desirable selling point. Steering feel is light and handling is very smooth and car-like. Whether you're on the highway, driving at medium speeds around corners, or maneuvering around parking lots, the handling is effortless. Ram does a great job of making the truck feel agile. It corners well, and it doesn't have a ton of body roll. The front end doesn't feel especially heavy either. Even the Ram Classic that came out for the 2009 model year still handles just as well as the new truck in my opinion. The braking power is excellent, and they have no trouble bringing the truck to a stop in traffic or when exiting the highway. Although, the e-Torque uses a regen braking system which can take a little getting used to. Under normal driving, there's almost no braking effort required to stop the truck with this system. The new Tundra handles comparably well to this Ram, but the previous generation feels much heavier and more truck-like than both the 2018 and newer Ram and the Ram Classic. This model is equipped with the air suspension, and the ride is smooth and comfortable on all road types. It has 20-inch wheels, which provide noticeably more sidewall than the optional 22-inch wheels, helping the ride quality. Admittedly, the ride quality of all new trucks is very good, and it's hard to go wrong, but the Ram is the best. Even the Ram models without the air suspension ride surprisingly well for a truck, even with no weight in the bed. Crossing on and off bridges, entering parking lots, and going over railroad tracks are all about as smooth as it gets for a truck. It's a cool feature to be able to raise and lower the ride height, but the ride is honestly very good without the air suspension, so it's not really a necessary option. Passengers would find the ride to be very comfortable on long road trips, regardless of road types or conditions. The new Tundra also rides extremely well, almost as well, if not as well as this Ram, or even a Ram with a base suspension, but the older Tundra isn't known for its ride quality. The Hemi engine is a classic power plant that was first used by Chrysler back in the 1950s. It's been around for a long time, and it's one of, if not the best sounding V8s available in a truck. There's something about the iconic V8 and its sound, performance, and history that people love. The 5.7-liter Hemi has a rich, throaty sound that many truck buyers love, and old-school V8s are becoming less and less common. With 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque, there's plenty of power for passing, towing, and just keeping up with traffic. This model has the e-torque mild hybrid system, which is supposed to provide additional power, but it honestly wasn't noticeable. It might have helped the auto stop-start feature be more seamless, but Chrysler already makes one of the smoother auto stop-start systems out there. The transmission is smooth when accelerating and shifting through the gears, and it never seems to hunt. There are never any weird bangs or unusual shifts. The V8 in the Tundra is an amazing engine, but it doesn't quite have the throaty sound of the Hemi. The 6-speed in the older Tundra shifts well, but it would benefit from more speeds. The 10-speed in the new Tundra is about as smooth as this 8-speed. The benefits of this 8-speed over the 6-speed in the previous generation Tundra would be especially apparent when towing. The engine and transmission combination in this truck is excellent for towing. Between the silky smooth 8-speed transmission, the quiet, powerful Hemi engine, and the air suspension, this would tow heavy loads effortlessly. The V8 likes to rev more than a turbo V6 engine to get into the torque band, but there's plenty of it. If you're looking at the trucks from just a towing perspective, a turbo V6 is going to have more torque and it will be available at much lower RPMs, but it's probably going to run hotter and wear out faster doing so. I averaged roughly 16 miles per gallon in mixed driving with a heavy foot. This is with the auto stop-start system disabled most of the time, because when the engine is off, the AC stops working and blows hot, humid air into the cabin, which takes a long time to cool off again. On long road trips or on rural back roads, this truck will easily get over 20 miles per gallon thanks to the efficient 8-speed transmission, which is very difficult to do with the 6-speed in the older Tundra. With the base 26-gallon fuel tank and the optional 33-gallon tank, this is slightly less than the 26 and 38-gallon tanks in the previous generation Tundra, but more than the 22 and 32-gallon tanks in the new Tundra. All of these larger tanks will provide plenty of range when towing, but the smaller ones will have you stopping for gas very frequently on long trips. All Rams come with a standard 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. This will take care of just about any issues that will pop up during the first 3 years. They also come with a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty, which should cover any major issues like those with the engine or transmission. This is industry standard and the same across most new vehicles. If you'd like to keep your vehicles for a very long time, an extended warranty will probably pay for itself in the form of peace of mind and potential repairs. Consumer Reports gives the Ram an average reliability rating for most years. The engine and transmission are relatively trouble-free, but owners reported problems with the suspension, fuel system, electronics, and fit and finish in particular. If you're not one to keep your truck for a very long time or past its warranty period, these issues aren't really a big deal as long as the truck isn't frequently breaking down or sitting at the dealer for extended periods of time. Contrast this to the previous generation Tundra, which has very few issues and is known for lasting a very long time. However, the history of reliability is out the window, with Toyota replacing the 5.7-liter V8 with a small twin-turbo V6. The sticker price for this Ram is around $64,000. This Ram Limited doesn't come with all available packages, so you'd need to spend quite a bit more if you want conveniences like a surround view camera, adaptive cruise control, and other things which should honestly be included on a $64,000 truck. The limited Level 1 equipment group is an additional $5,000. However, Ram does give some enticing incentives for their trucks, so the out-the-door price could be significantly less. The 2023 Tundra Platinum non-hybrid has more standard safety features and stickers for around $65,000. but Toyota doesn't typically provide the same incentives, and the out-the-door pricing is usually pretty close to MSRP. This Ram Limited, as it sits, is better than both the old and new Tundra in many ways. The V8 engine is an excellent power plant, and paired with the 8-speed transmission is very smooth and relatively fuel efficient. The interior, even for coming out back in 2018, is just as good as the 2022 and newer Tundra. It might not be as reliable as the last generation Tundra, but with Toyota moving over to a turbo V6, the future of that is uncertain. Turbo V6 engines do have some advantages, like low-end torque and power, but they don't sound particularly good, and they aren't as reliable as naturally aspirated V8s. If I was in the market for a new truck and wanted a V8 engine with a quiet, comfortable cabin and a smooth ride, I would definitely consider this Ram.